welcome back to my channel. For today's video I thought I would go over my current favourites. I last did a favourites video I believe in April, so thought it was about time that I did another one. I don't have too many products to go through, so hopefully this won't be the longest video in the world. This is the fourth and final video that I'm filming today, but why don't we get started and I will show you my current favourites. So my first favourite is this product from Sol de Janeiro. This is the Brazilian Bod Buff. This is a product that I did originally try from a Feel Unique beauty kit and fell in love with it. I already knew that I loved the scent of this because it does smell of the original Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom cream, but I was on the lookout for a really good body exfoliator. This is a really nice exfoliator in that it does have a decent amount of grit to it so that it feels like it's really effective, but not too much that you feel like you're scratching yourself to death, so it is a great exfoliator. I did pick it up twice in the Feel Unique beauty kit before I actually purchased this full size. Now that I have this, I can't stop using it. It is a product that I did only used to use probably once a week, but now I'm probably using it most days, which may or may not be a good thing. But this is a great product. I do kind of want to try their new body scrub that they brought out. I presume it is completely different to this one because this one is still on the market, but I'm intrigued to kind of compare the two and see what it's like. But for the meantime, I have been absolutely loving this one. The next product is this mascara from Huda Beauty. This is the Legit Lashes Mascara. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you will know that I absolutely love this product. It's been in my everyday makeup drawer for the past few months because I want to finish it up. You do get a lot of product with this mascara. It is 2 full-size compartments on each side. I believe each side is 8mm, 8.5mm even. So yeah, each side of this is 8.5mm. So it is a lot of product. I do tend to try and like to stick to the sort of 3 to 6 month mark before I get rid of a mascara once it's been opened. Because I do my everyday makeup drawer, I am regularly rotating my mascaras, so I do always have to be conscious of how long I've had them open for. Because I knew if I didn't keep this one in regular rotation, I wasn't going to get it used up in time, so I have been trying to keep it in there. It is the mascara I have on now, albeit I didn't go in with an awful lot of it because of my sensitive eyelids. You do have the 2 sides, the volume and the curl and length. I do most times go in with both of them. I'm a person that generally doesn't like to layer mascara. I do tend to just go in with 1, maximum of 2 coats. But with this one, I find that it builds really easily on itself and I never end up with any clumping, that I don't mind building this one up. If I were to go in with either side by itself, it does still give you a nice dramatic look, and obviously building the 2 of them makes it even more dramatic. So this is an amazing mascara and one I will definitely purchase in the future, but I want to see how much use I can get out of it in the time scale before I see whether it's worth it or not. I'm hoping she brings out a mini, because that for me would be ideal. If each side was only 4mm, I know I would definitely get that used up in the time I'd have it open for. But if you haven't tried this mascara, it is definitely worth a try. I did find a couple of gems this month. The first one is this serum from Boots. This is the Glow Pineapple Serum. This says it smooths and cares for skin. I know I have only been using it for the past few weeks, but I absolutely love this serum. First of all, it smells amazing. It says it is pineapple, but to me it smells exactly like the fruit salad chewy sweets you can get, which I believe are pineapple and raspberry. So it smells like fruit salad. So as soon as I opened it and smelt it, I knew I was going to like it. The product itself is really nice. It is a really nice consistency. It's not too thick and it's not too runny. It soaks into the skin beautifully, and I feel like it genuinely does brighten my skin and give it that nice healthy glow. I only apply my skincare generally of a night, but I have found myself on a couple of occasions reaching for this in the day, because some days when I've woke up and I feel like my skin looks a little bit tired, literally just putting this on and nothing else just makes it look that little bit fresher and that little bit healthier. So far from what I've tried, this is a product I would highly recommend, and I found it hard to not reach for this one every single night in my skincare drawer. If you have seen my Shop My Stash skincare drawers, I do tend to put a couple of each kind of category in there to use throughout the course of the month. But I've been constantly wanting to reach for this one, so the other serum has been slightly neglected. This is a product I would most definitely repurchase once this one's run out. Another bonus is the fact that this is only £5. This is 30ml of product, so it will last me a decent amount of time, and I don't feel like I've used that much of it. But for £5, it is an absolute steal and I would highly recommend it. Another product which is from Boots but from the number 7 line is this dark circle corrector. This is one that I picked up kind of on a whim. Every Tuesday they do have £10 Tuesday deals, but they also regularly have 3 for 2 on number 7 products. So on the particular Tuesday that I purchased this, I did combine the two offers, so I paid less than £10 for this. I think it was £6.60 something, and I thought it was something different to try, and I thought I would give it a go. I've been really enjoying this. It is actually a tinted product, so it is something you could easily use in the day as well as the night. I like that it does have an on-off for the nozzle, which is helpful. I'll try and squeeze a bit out without kind of wasting it. You can see there, that's the product that comes out, and I have this one in the shade light to medium. They do have a darker one as well, and it does have the metal balls, so when you are rolling it under your eyes, it does have the cooling effect as well. The only problem that I've had with this product is I haven't quite yet fathomed the perfect amount to squeeze out. I either squeeze kind of too little, like the amount of squeeze there, that's not quite enough to do one of my under eyes, but if I squeeze it that little bit harder, a little bit too much does come out. But then I kind of just end up spreading it between the two eyes, so it's not the end of the world, but that's just something to be aware of. You've got to be very careful when squeezing it. I love the application of this one with the sort of cooling balls. I love how my eyes immediately look better because obviously it does have that tinting aspect to it. But over the course of the month of using this, I have noticed an improvement in my under eye circles. We've been having a bit of trouble in the past month with my daughter waking up a lot more through the night again. I don't know if it's because of starting school and a change of routine and things like that, but she went from sleeping through the night to waking up quite a lot, particularly between 5 and 6 a.m. for some reason. So my under eye circles definitely came back with a vengeance. So this was the perfect time to try this because it did make them a bit less obvious and a bit less scary, especially because of having to do the school run and actually going out in public again. It was great to not have to worry how bad my under eyes looked, because in the morning I do not have time to put makeup on just to go to the school run. So this is a product that has definitely been my saviour this month. And then the final skincare item, which I don't think I featured in my last favourites video, is this moisturiser from Drunk Elephant. This is the Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. This is just the mini that I have, but I have fell in love with it that much that I have gone and purchased the full size of it. This is a great kind of all-round moisturiser. It is a really nice lightweight formula that soaks into the skin so easily. I've not had any problem layering this on top of other products. It seems to kind of play well with others, and it always leaves my skin feeling immediately nice and fresh, and then the next day my skin does look that little bit more plumper and a little bit more refreshed. So it does say it gives your skin a vital dose of protein to replenish and support the skin's needs to retain a youthful appearance. I have noticed now that I've been using this product for quite a while, albeit not consistently, that it does seem to be helping with my kind of fine lines and wrinkles. When I do use this product consistently over the course of a month, I can notice the difference in my skin. I do really enjoy doing the Shop My Stash skincare drawer, but it makes me think, do I maybe need to continuously use this one because it is such a good product? And out of the things that I've tried from Drunk Elephant, this is probably my #1 recommendation. Then we have some more makeup products. The first one is this blush palette from BH Cosmetics. This is the Vanilla Cream Truffle palette. They do have quite a few different shades in these palettes, but this was the one that did catch my eye the most. I don't think there's a blush in here that I don't like. This one here in the corner, I do definitely have to go in with a light hand because it is extremely pigmented, but it still blends out really nicely, and it is such a gorgeous rosy tone shade on the cheeks. I think my favourite one in this palette is probably this one over here, sort of more of a tone pink in here, but this one is a great everyday shade, and it is also one that go with a light hand and it's just a nice flush of colour, but it is buildable as well if you do want a bit more pigment. And I'm so glad I picked this palette up. I would be tempted to pick up another one from this range, but there's none of the other palettes where all 4 of the shades speak to me. There's some of them where 2 or 3 do, but I suppose I don't need one because I've kind of got this one. I think these palettes retail for £10 or £12 and they are definitely worth a go. I was already a fan of the BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palette formula, but now I'm a fan of their blush formula as well, so highly recommend this palette. Next we have a bronzer. This is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. I have this one in the shade 1 Sunlight. I feel like I have mentioned this before in a favourites video, but I'm not 100% sure, and I love it enough that I'm quite happy to mention it again. I did always used to wear bronzer, but I then got really lazy and kept forgetting to apply it. After purchasing this product and trying it, it then reignited my love for bronzer again. This is, for me, the most easiest bronzer to use. I find it really hard to go wrong with this one. It is a more cool tone bronzer, which I think does help in that respect. It's not orange toned at all, and it does give you that kind of natural bronze look, which is what I like. I do also use this to kind of contour a bit as well, and I think, again, because it's cool toned, it does help be a natural looking contour rather than a stripe of colour on my cheeks. The amount of times I've used it, I'm surprised there isn't a kind of bigger dip in the pan here, but this is great, and if you've not tried it, I would recommend it. Final makeup product to mention is these Pat McGrath lip balms. This was a set of 3 that I purchased recently. I don't know where my third one is, so I just brought 2 over. This one is the clear one, and then this one is in the shade Flesh 3. I do have the clear one with my sort of skincare so that I can use that over night time, because I don't tend to wear clear lip balms in the day. And then this one was in my everyday makeup drawer for September. This one is in the shade Flesh 3. So obviously I'm going to be repeating myself because I believe at the point this is going live, that video will definitely be live. But this is such a gorgeous colour. For a lip balm, it is really pigmented, but it does just make my lips look really nice and healthy and rosy and just really nice. I would say that this is probably the best lip balm I have ever tried. It glides onto the lips so easily, and it just makes my lips feel kind of buttery soft. Because I have been a bit poorly over the past couple of days and I've been blowing my nose a lot, my lips have been drier than normal. And straight away I reached for this, was applying the coloured one throughout the course of the day, and then I put the clear one on to go to bed, and the next day I woke up and my lips felt so much better. Even when it has worn off, I feel like it just leaves my lips still feeling very soft. This one that's in the shade Flesh 3 I really like because it kind of is a bit of a lip stain. When the balminess of the product has worn off, I feel like my lips still have that flush of colour to them, and it leaves them kind of looking, my lips look better, but without any product on them. So I have really enjoyed using these. With these only being minis, there isn't an awful lot of product in them, and I feel like I have used quite a bit throughout the course of the month. I believe they do have these lip balms in full size. They probably are in the sort of £30 mark. And I'm not gonna lie, once I've used up these 3, I'm really tempted to purchase a full size one. I know £30 is a lot of money to spend on a lip balm, but these to me are really great. The third shade that I got, I can't remember what the name of it was now, but I haven't tried that one yet, so I'd want to see what that one's like before I decide if I was going to repurchase which one I would get. If I could get a coloured one, then I would pick up another of these Flesh 3 because this is a really nice colour, but if I could only get a clear, that is fine by me as well, because this one is just a great general lip treatment. But if you can pick up one of these mini sets, I would recommend it. I think full price they are £20 for the 3 lip balms. I did actually get them half price for £10, but I think even if I would have paid £20, I would say they are worth it because it is a great lip balm. I never thought I'd be saying that about a lip balm, but it's Pat McGrath, so it's obviously high end and kind of bougie. Then to round off my favourites, I just want to mention a couple of TV shows and podcasts that I've been loving lately. I did not so long ago finish a complete run through of The American Office. It is the first time that I have ever watched the series. I did watch the UK Office, but I'm not the biggest Ricky Gervais fan, so I didn't absolutely love it. But I'd seen so many people saying about The American Office and it is so much better. Obviously it's the same concept but different. I do love John Krasinski, so I thought I would finally give it a go during lockdown, and I think I went through all, is it 9 series pretty quickly, and I absolutely loved it. It is such a funny series and I can see why so many people watch it over and over again. For me, the series that I can watch over and over again is always Friends, but I can see why The Office is that kind of version for a lot of people, and I could definitely happily sit through it all over again, and probably no doubt will. So I have been really loving The Office, and that kind of links to the podcast that I've been loving. I have been listening to, I think, 3 podcasts in total now. 2 of them I know I definitely did mention in my last favourites, and that was the Shagged, Married, Annoyed podcast of Chris Ramsey and Rosie Ramsey, and also the Fake Doctors Real Friends Scrubs podcast. And then the newest podcast I've been loving is the one for The Office, and it is Office Ladies, and it is Angela Kinsey and Jenna Fisher. Basically very similar to the Scrubs podcast. They are just going through each episode at a time and talking about the show, how things went on the day of filming, funny things, funny facts and stuff like that, and it is just really fun to listen to. And again, like the Scrubs one, they are getting people on and doing interviews with cast members, writers, prop guys and things like that. The Office Ladies one is really nice to listen to because I've only recently watched the show, so a lot of the things they are talking about I can remember, whereas Scrubs, I haven't watched that for years. There are the odd things that I do remember that they're talking about, but I haven't watched that for years and that's not available online here for me to watch. I do have the DVDs, but my DVD player isn't plugged in, so I haven't been able to watch Scrubs alongside listening to the podcast. But with the Office Ladies, again, because I've only watched it recently, it is fresh in my mind. And also, I do, when they are talking about certain things, if I can't quite remember, I do just kind of go on Amazon Prime and watch that episode that they're talking about. So I have been really enjoying that. For other TV shows, I did recently watch a couple on Netflix. One is Dr. Foster, which I believe was either on ITV or BBC a few years ago, but it is now on Netflix. And that does star Jodie Comer, who is in Killing Eve. So because I love her in Killing Eve, I thought I would give this Dr. Foster a go. And she's absolutely amazing in that as well. And I don't know if you would know if you're not based in the UK, but she is actually from Liverpool, which is where I'm from, so it's great to kind of support a local girl, and it's so amazing how well she's doing. And then another similar kind of thing, sort of gripping drama, was The Stranger, which I believe is a Netflix original, and that's got Dervla Kerwin and Richard Armitage in, but that's another good one that we could not stop watching. And then the final show, which is one that I haven't finished but I am partway through watching, is This Is Us. I've heard so many things about this show, people saying it's absolutely amazing, it's so feel good, it's such a kind of tearjerker as well. I thought I have to give it a go, and boy do you go through the emotions watching that show. I don't tend to easily get upset watching things, but I have sobbed so much watching this show, but I've also equally laughed so much as well. It is a great show. I have just started the second season and so much has already happened, and I think I've still got 3 seasons more to watch, but I am really enjoying that. So I have seen it, please no spoilers, I do want to continue enjoying it, but that is another great show. But that is it for my current favourites. I do want to try and do favourites videos more frequently. I don't know if I want to do them kind of monthly, because most of the time I'd be talking about something kind of like in this case where it's been in my everyday makeup drawer or my Shop My Stash skincare drawer, but I do want to try and sort of maybe do one of these seasonally, so I might do another one for my winter favourites. This is technically autumn. Just a reminder that I do have an ongoing giveaway on my channel, which will be linked in the description box below. But other than that, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.